Welcome to the ADHD Gamer.
You had to pause there. I thought you forgot what the name of the fucking show was.
Never that.
All right, guys, we're here again. Number 2. I know I kind of did this, but I meant 2.
Did we actually make it to 2?
We did.
Oh my god.
I mean, I haven't posted video 1 yet, but still.
True. Not doing your goddamn job.
Hey, you're not doing your job either.
I just came up with an hour and a half worth of content.
Yeah, but you paused in the beginning.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Fuck it.
So we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna talk about Google
What?
Stadia. Dude, come on now. I was busy grilling you. Don't switch to me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever.
Google Stadia.
That's it. Google Stadia.
They announced it at GDC last week. How do you feel about it?
Dude, I'm kind of excited.
I am too. I think it's going to be I actually believe I sent you a text that said, I believe if this works and they do it the right way, there's a possibility they could take over the gaming industry with it.
Well, the first text you sent me was, did you see this Google Stadia shit? And I said, no, I don't even know what that is. So I went on there and took a look, and it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, I watched did you watch the whole thing on it?
No, I saw the highlights.
It was about an hour and 20 minutes, and I watched it, and there was a bunch of stuff. Obviously, a bunch of it was for devs, for developers. Right. But it was just, they showed you that you could take it from computer,
yep,
to your TV, yep, to your phone, to a tablet, to anything that runs a Chrome browser, which I think is awesome and amazing. The only problem I think I'm going to have with it is latency, which they've already shown a couple of
latency is just something that fucking kills me every time, and I can't stand it. Like when I got the Steam Link from you, I could not stand the latency.
Yeah, latency was horrible, especially when you're playing certain games like the games that have a lot of jumping around and different stuff like that, like multiplayer. Doom 2016 was horrible with latency running on the Steam Link. I remember that. But they said that they had Doom Eternal on the newest Doom coming out. They had that showing out. They were playing on, and that's where they they showed a lot of latency at. So hopefully they'll get that fixed. But I mean, they got time. But they said the release date's 2019. I mean, they said it's sometime this year. The only thing I'm waiting to see on is the subscription type. Like if it's going to be a monthly subscription, they haven't released the price yet. If it's going to be a monthly subscription, if it's going to be a like a hybrid, and what I mean by hybrid is a monthly subscription or a one-time fee on top of buying games. So I would like it to be a hybrid to where, okay, you buy the platform for maybe $100. You know, you're just buying the streaming platform for $100, and then you're buying the games that you want to stream on. Because obviously their game library is not going to be big coming out. I can tell that Ubisoft's a big partner, right? Because during that, I mean, not only did you get to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey on the Google beta that they had, and at GDC, but the Ubisoft CEO was there, so it was there at the Stadia showing. So I'm going to guess Ubisoft's a big partner with them. So I'm going to guess you're going to be able to play all of Ubisoft day one. I
think you're right. I think it's going to be a hybrid. It's probably going to be a subscription fee on top of buying games,
I think so.
Similar to Xbox and PlayStation now and stuff like that. But we'll see. We don't really know exactly what it's going to be. I do
think it's going to be big. Like I said, I believe, in my own personal opinion, there's only 2 companies that can do this now. And if it's not going to be Google, it's going to be Microsoft. Yeah. And to be honest, to me, there's the only 2 companies that I think can actually do this right now with how much money they have, and just the resources of stuff. And I mean, we already know about Xbox coming out with their Project X Cloud. That's going to be their whole streaming base. And did you happen to see the letter? I
actually read the whole letter. The letter was awesome. Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, he wrote a letter to all his little constituents and things like that, basically saying he's not worried, that the Google Stadia's release just proved to him that they've got the market, they've got what they need. They know people are going to be excited about the new Xbox project, and I think it's going to be pretty good too. We have to wait and see, obviously, but it's going to be good. I
think so as well, especially with xCloud being able to run on your PC. Yeah. I mean, basically, to me, what Microsoft's saying is you don't need an Xbox anymore. If you don't want, they're still going to come out with that model,
right?
But you don't have to buy it if you don't want to, because they're gonna. If you have a high-end PC, you can run this. Which, I mean, nowadays, if you're a gamer, you try and keep up with your PC as much as possible.
What was your favorite part about the announcement? Like, what feature?
Of Stadia?
Of Stadia.
I don't want to say the stream because that sounds freaking weird.
Well, that's pretty general.
That's pretty general, yeah. I think I mainly like the fact of just I like two things.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, most of it was for developers, but the main developer thing I think they showed that was pretty cool that I don't really know what you would use it for was that they did this new art style thing to where you could take like any kind of Van Gogh or any kind of painting or any kind of art style in the world and basically drag and drop, and that's the art style of your game.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what devs would use it for or what they would ever use it for, but I know there's so many art styles going around in games nowadays.
Yeah. That
it would just be really cool to see certain art styles that you would like that now, instead of visioning that, those devs can take that and actually do it now. And instead, maybe they couldn't do it before, but now they can. You know, and that's the cool thing. The other thing I like was just taking on the go. I mean, it's just like your Switch.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, instead of it being right there, you're streaming. But I mean, I like the on the go feature. I do.
I think one of the coolest things that they did was the YouTube thing, where you can play these games on YouTube, just stream them directly, but expanding upon that, being able to share it with somebody. You can take a game clip in this system and basically send that portion to a friend.
The state of play.
State of play.
State of play. Or not state of play. It was the share state. I'm sorry.
Yeah, share state.
Share state.
Yeah. And you just send that to a friend or post it on YouTube, and anybody can pick it up, play it from that section, from that point.
I love that.
Share saves, all sorts of stuff.
Because like if I can't figure out how to do something, and you've obviously never played, but maybe you're good at puzzles, and I send you a link to a puzzle game, and you do it, and you send me that link back and show me how to do it. It's almost like getting help with like walkthroughs, and stuff like that. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, if it works, I honestly think that it could be something that really big.
If you really sit and think about it, there's endless possibilities.
There is. I agree. I mean, it's an endless thing of continuously going, continuously streaming. I mean, it's one of those things where you don't have to bring a platform out every year,
right? You
know, because they have the process and they have the money to take care of it. So you know it's always going to be maintained. You know, what are they called? Are they called what does Google have where they're running these? Are they called data centers? I believe they're called data centers. They're running straight from a data center, I believe is what they're calling it. So you're streaming straight from the data center. So you're going to get you're supposed to get the full 10 teraflops or whatever. Like they had shown the graphical whatever on it, or the memory, an Xbox. It had 10 teraflops, which was more than an Xbox One X and a PS4 Pro put together, which was amazing. But you know, when are you going to use that? You know, that's I want them to share more. Which I'm going to go and make a bold prediction that I think that now that out of E3, now that Sony and EA dropped out, I fully believe that Google's probably going to either take a press conference or they're going to have a big chunk of E3.
I don't know if they've got enough time to put something that big together, to be honest with you. I mean, make a bet.
Yeah, I'll bet you 3 pieces of candy.
Whoa.
You don't want to go with candy?
Whoa, what candy? Okay, you can have the new Butterfinger.
Deal. I like the Butterfinger actually.
You like the new Butterfinger?
No, I hate it.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Yes, I really don't like
Listen, if you got some time, check out, I think I shared it on our ADHD Gamer. Just check out the comments.
Oh,
I didn't see one good one. You know
the bad part about
I even saw abortion mentioned on there.
You know the bad part about it is I did not notice that it had changed. I did not know yet. So I went to Racetrack the other day and got me a drink.
Yeah.
And also got me a Butterfinger, because you buy one, you got one for $1. I was like, oh no, it was 7-Eleven. Cool, got one. Did they change this?
Yeah.
Shit, what?
It's very flaky.
I kept trying to take more bites to see if I could notice the flavor, and it was horrible. Because Butterfinger was my favorite candy.
Yeah,
I
absolutely. Them and Twix are my favorite, and I think this is what I noticed they did. Is they gave it a little more nutty flavor, like more of a peanut flavor.
You like that peanut?
Yeah.
You like that nut?
Also, it's more flaky now. It's not getting stuck in your teeth, and that's my favorite part, because I could enjoy that shit for hours.
Yes, that I did like. The only thing I didn't like was the taste. The flavor was just off.
Yeah.
The flavor was just off. But I did like the fact of it not getting stuck in your teeth, because the Butterfingers.
No, that's my favorite.
Them Butterfingers.
Nah, bro.
They had that.
You get stuck with the roof of your mouth, and you're like,
trying to get it out for 3 hours.
There's some stuck right there in the back of your teeth. It's like wedged in there.
Like 3.
Oh.
All right, we got off topic.
I think let me pick that shit out of my mouth. Sorry.
Anyway,
sorry. All right. So, you want us to move on? You want to keep talking about this?
No, I think we've pretty much got it. I mean, the only thing we're going to be able to do is wait and see what goes on with it. And I mean, like I said, E3 is going to be the next point. If they don't release something in E3, which I think they will because they said it's a 2019 release date on it, I fully believe they'll release something on it.
I have high hopes for this.
We should also see probably something from Project X Cloud at E3 as well.
Oh, I guarantee that.
That's
they don't have a choice.
I mean, well, this year, I mean, you got to think about it with Sony dropping out.
Yeah,
this is Microsoft's time of, okay, let's fuck them up. You know, let's show our console, let's show xCloud, let's show everything we can because now our main competitor is not here right now.
I think Microsoft is definitely going to have to just drop their gloves and pull out everything they've got in this. That's all the secret shit that they usually hold on till the last minute. They're going to have to throw it out right now because people are excited about Google Stadia.
Let's go with a thing I'll ask you, and I'll tell you mine.
Yeah.
5 years from now.
Okay.
Microsoft, Google. All right, let's go with Microsoft. Let's go with Xbox, Stadia, PlayStation. Top 3, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they rank to you? 1, 2, 3, 5 years from now.
So you're talking about Xbox, PlayStation, Stadia.
Stadia. Where do they rank to you? 1, 2, 3, 5 years from
now. That's really hard
because you're gonna guess. You're gonna have to guess because I'm gonna take it that's gonna be another 7 years before we get another console, another next gen.
Might even be longer than that.
Might even. So let's go with that for right now.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna kind of take a page from how Xbox released, and Xbox released this console, the original Xbox, and their whole goal was to lose money just so they could build this brand for the next, and that was Xbox 360. And I think that Google is definitely less known. I think they're gonna build their brand, and it's gonna take a while to build their brand to where it needs to be because Xbox, PlayStation are trusted names. Yeah. Whether you trust them as a company or not, you still know they put out good shit.
Yep.
You know what you're getting.
Yep.
You don't know what you're getting with this. People may veer toward the Xbox system depending on what they release and how it is. But we don't know. E3 may pull out some big fucking gun and say, "Hey, oh nope, this is 10 times better than what they're doing with Stadia."
So, 1, 2, 3. 5 years from now.
I'm gonna say.
You want me to tell you mine first?
I think Xbox and PS are still going to be right there, dead even, and I think it's just going to be slowly. Stadia is gonna.
Okay, so you say 1, 2, 3, Xbox.
I would say 5 years is not enough time to give it.
I will go differently, and I will say it's going to be Xbox, Stadia, PlayStation. I will fully go that way and say that I think Stadia is going to move up, and I don't think they'll move up above Xbox. The only reasoning being is because of them having the hardware on top of having the xCloud. The xCloud is going to be I think it's going to be really, especially with what they've done with Game Pass. Game Pass being the number one deal in gaming. I mean, you can't beat it. You know, I mean, because PS Now is cool and all, but it's still $20 a month.
Yeah.
You know, Game Pass is $10 a month, and you get exclusives. You know, you're going to get that Halo Infinite when it drops. You're going to get that Gears of War 5 when it drops. You know, you're going to get all that stuff when it drops, which is lovely. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. That's what I'm going to go with. 1, 2, 3 of Xbox, Stadia, and then PlayStation. My 5 years.
I think consoles are starting to fall out. Yeah, literally.
Yep.
And I think that's Google's and Xbox's point is people are going more toward PC now. I know in the last several years I have just fully devved into PC.
Agreed.
And
me too.
I can't imagine unless it's an exclusive like a PlayStation or Xbox exclusive. I'm not playing it.
I honestly think if this Stadia works out and it's awesome, I'm honestly thinking about switching over to Stadia, period. Yeah. And I may not even buy the next Xbox or PlayStation. I may wait until, like right now, the all digital edition they're talking about dropping of the Xbox is it's in May sometime. And they haven't released a price point, but since it has no Blu-ray drive, I'm going to guess it's going to drop that price point down to probably the 159, 179 range. And I mean, if they can come out with that at that time for the new Xbox and new PlayStation, and I can then just get the regular exclusives like you were saying, that I'd do that, and then just buy everything else as be a PC. You know, because if I don't have to upgrade my PC anymore to run this stuff, and it's running straight from Google's data centers, and you can still get the full graphical playthrough that the devs wanted you to get, then why not? You know, it just makes more sense.
It's just turning into Netflix.
Basically, it's going to be hard to be that Netflix of gaming, because gaming takes a lot more than just streaming video.
Yeah.
You know, you're actually controlling this instead of just watching, you know. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes in a couple of years, and you never know. We'll be able to report on it more after E3, and we'll see. You want to move on to move on to the PlayStation State of Play. If you didn't see this, they released this March 25th on YouTube. It's kind of like a Nintendo Direct. If you're not sure what Nintendo Directs are, Nintendo Direct is what they do instead of a whole press conference at E3. They do it where they show all their new games coming out and the release dates and some gameplay and things of that nature. To be honest, I was not happy with this. Did you happen to see it at all?
No, I didn't have a chance.
Okay. Basically, it showed mostly VR stuff. If you're not big into VR, then you're probably like me. It's probably 20 minutes I shouldn't have watched. Honestly, because I'm not big into VR. I can't sit. I got a feeling I can't watch a 3D movie without having a massive headache. I got a feeling if I can't do that, I got a feeling VR is probably not for me. I do want to try something in VR to see, because I've actually never played a VR game, but I would like to try.
Oh, I got something.
Okay, no, I'm not playing Resident Evil 7. So the first,
the balls.
yeah, I know. It scared the balls off me playing with a controller. So the first game that they showed was Iron Man VR, which looked really interesting when it came out. When I seen it, I was like, "Oh, this is nice to start out with."
Let me be honest with me. Are you going?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. But
I want to do that for 5 minutes and never play it again.
Exactly. And you're going to pay $50 and do that. That's exactly what you're doing.
Really,
the voiceover was kind of shitty.
Is that going to be the end all be all voiceover?
From what it sounds like, like, because it's releasing like next month or May or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's releasing soon, and it just it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't honestly think it's going to be that great. Yeah, but I could be wrong.
Well, that's the problem with VR games a lot. You go and they make all these like indie studios are making these games, and they're not that great. The graphics kind of suck balls, and
I mean,
it's like, okay, some of them are good games, but they're not. Like Doom VR. I was super excited about Doom VR. I thought, man, this is gonna be really cool. And then the controls were shit. Like, it just was not a fun game to play.
I haven't tried it, like I said.
I did, but it just didn't feel right.
I know you have PSVR. Did you get the bundle with any games?
I didn't get any games with it.
Okay, you did.
I had to buy it.
I know there was two massive games that you got with a bundle called Moss and Astrobot. Astrobot actually was in like Game of the Year talks. I guess people had said it was like super amazing to play and super fun. And Moss was like, you're this little rat or this little mouse, and it's almost like you have a sword. It's like you have a sword. It's like almost like an RPG type, but you're like a mouse Katir kind of thing, which they said it got like a 9 out of 10. So it was supposed to be really good. Yeah. So I didn't know if you had those or not, and see if you had played those, because those are two that I would like to play. Astrobot, they said, was super fun, so I want to try that.
No, I downloaded a bunch of little like stupid games for PlayStation 1. It wasn't even really a survival horror. It was just one of those walkthrough stories. You did a few things here and there, but it wasn't anything big. Yeah. But it was fun. You were in an insane asylum. I can't remember what the name of the game is offhand, but I'll for sure be sure to put it in the bottom of the screen somewhere right here. Yeah, right, so that for later, and I'll put it in the comments.
Do you remember the movie Groundhog Day? Have you ever seen it?
Bill Murray, come on, dude.
So probably one of the only Bill Murray movies I've never seen. And
I've never seen
Groundhog Day.
I've
never seen it. So
that's your assignment for next week.
I'm going to watch it. Me and my wife are going to watch it, actually. I have not seen it, but I want to, because they're coming with a sequel. And the sequel to Groundhog Day is going to be a VR game made by Tequila Works. And I'm kind of excited to see where it goes, because I know from what my father-in-law told me, I know the emphasis behind Groundhog Day. Like, I know what happens. It's obvious. But it's just I do want to watch it so I can, when I play the sequel, I guess you're playing as his son. So I want to see how it goes because you're playing as Bill Murray's son.
Yeah, it's a funny movie. There's a bunch of antics in it.
I just like the fact they're bringing a sequel to a movie to a game. It's not coming out as another movie. It's coming out as a game.
You know, as long as they don't abort it.
I didn't do it. I didn't say that. Anyway, let's move. So they also talked about No Man's Sky VR. And No Man's Sky, I'm not big into, but this was the only reason I'm saying this was because that's the only other big VR game they announced. Like, to me, they didn't really announce much stuff. I mean, like I said, we're not big into VR. And they released a couple more. And that's literally how I feel about it, is a couple more, because I don't remember any of them.
Did No Man's Sky even do that good?
No Man's Sky did not do that good in the beginning because it released broken. But in the last couple of years since it's came out, it's done amazing because the developers have taken and redone a bunch of stuff and put a bunch of stuff into it. Now it's actually they've changed their reviews a couple times, where the reviews actually, like, it started out as like a 5 or a 6. Now it's a 9.
See, I saw the initial trailer for it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick that shit up." That looks it's beautiful looking game. It looked like it was fun and decent.
A lot of it's randomized, which is why I liked it and I wanted to play it. But it was just when you started it up, it was broken from the beginning. Yeah. And the developers changed. I mean, they patched it so much, and talking about that too that's what I hope BioWare and EA get to do with Anthem, because I really hope Anthem gets fixed to where, you know, a year from now it's a whole different game than when it released, like No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky totally changed in a year, and I hope that's what Anthem does, because I have it at the house, but I just haven't touched it because I'm kind of worried about the brokenness of it, and, you know, just don't really want to play it right now. The other things they showed. So the only 2 major games they showed a little bit of Days Gone, which is the new zombie type open world thing game that's coming out next month. And
where you're basically playing Daryl from Walking Dead.
Basically, what's the guy's name? Is it Deke? I think his name's Deke.
I don't know.
I think his name's Deke. I think is who you're playing as, and he's like a bounty hunter, basically. So you're not only are you doing, it's basically almost just like Walking Dead, really. You got zombies in the world, and you got humans.
Have you seen any of the gameplay trailers for it?
Yes, okay. There was actually a gameplay trailer in that state of play that was there.
I've only seen teasers and cutscene type trailers.
You're on them. You're basically riding around a motorcycle all the time, and you have to find fuel and stuff. So you're finding everything, which I'm
interested to play it. I just don't know much about it, to be honest.
I think it's gonna be great. Yeah. What was the other one they had? Oh, the one I told you I was gonna show you the trailer of.
You did.
I didn't show you the damn trailer.
You did tell me you were going to.
I'm sorry. I will show you the trailer when we were done.
It's okay. It doesn't help us for this fucking game.
No,
the show, but.
No, well, I mean, it would have. So it's called Concrete Genie.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Whatever.
Your imaginary mom, not your real mom.
Yeah, my imaginary.
Sorry, Mom.
My real mom's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, she is.
She knows she's cool. Anyway, no, Concrete Genie is like their next big drop of fall.
Right. It's
got a different art style, but it's really cool. You're like this kid that's getting bullied, and then something shows up to you. And I don't even know how to explain it, man. I'll have to show you a trailer. Maybe we can put the trailer in here somehow and see and show people. But it looks really good.
Right at the end of the show, I'll attach the trailer if I can.
Works out well. If not, we'll have a link. We'll have a link for a description.
Yeah.
Right about here.
Or from here. Not here.
Possibly here.
It's not big enough.
Oh. You're right.
You're right. I mean, hey, don't worry. I feel your pain.
Thank you.
I'm really feeling that. I'm just kidding. It's all right. Look, can we move on, please? We're gonna get in this whole thing, and I'm gonna end up touching your penis, and it's not gonna be cool.
I mean, I'm kind of excited about it.
Let's do.
I am married now. I don't get really touched in a lot.
You think I care about that?
So, aren't you excited for a sequel?
Let's do a couple quick mentions real quick.
I thought you were excited. For a sequel.
I'm excited for a sequel.
Then talk about it. God damn it, I've said it fucking 4 times.
You know what? You want to fight? I got a ladder right here, just so you know. The camera's set up on a ladder, and I will jump off of it, Matt Hardy style. And oh yeah,
I would actually let you do
that. but yeah. Anyway,
I'll be D'Lo Brown.
Oh, Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah, good days.
Demon and Bubba Ray. What? Okay. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
I'm just white.
All right. So anyway, our quick mentions. It was recently announced that Masquerade Bloodlines is going to get a sequel. Now, I understand you didn't play this game.
I have never played it.
But
now I may. I mean, if it's still something you can pick up on a PC now, I'll play it.
I mean, the graphics are not...
Is it on Steam?
Yes, I believe it is.
I think we should get it on Steam since
we
share games.
Yeah.
Meaning as in you should buy it so I can play it.
I got you, buddy. I got you. So anyway, if any of you are one of those cult classic loved Vampire Masquerade, that personally for me was my first real PC game. PC game that I got into. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what kind of started a lot of PC activities. So story was good. It was fun gameplay originally.
Is it
and
first
I
person?
think it's going to be good. No, it's third person.
It's third
person, yeah.
What are you doing in the first one? Like what is it? What's the basis?
Long.
What's the basis?
I think if I can remember the story right, you randomly get bitten by a vampire, and you become like this fledgling, and you have to start building up your powers and your strength by sucking on bad vampires and hunters and all sorts of shit.
It sounds just like the newest game that came out called Vampire with a Y.
Yeah, but this is better.
Yeah, I'm sure Vampire was actually like it wasn't that great. I played it. I was really excited for it.
Yeah, this is RPG more, whereas that one's kind of like the explore and do your thing, but it's a little more linear.
It's RPG.
Yeah, but I did find out that you start out in this new sequel as a baby vampire. I don't know how the fuck they're going to do that, but it's going to be interesting.
So basically, you were...
I don't know, but I'm going to suck the shit out of the blood out of my mom's tit. That's what's going to happen.
So basically, Robert Pattinson, and you're the baby of Robert Pattinson and Krista Stewart. And are you going to glitter?
Except for they act better.
Are you going to glitter?
I'm like...
Are you going to glitter?
No, that's not a real thing. It's not. Vampires are real.
How
first
do you know?
off, and
how you know they don't glitter?
Because I played the first game.
Glitter.
No, they get bloodlust.
That's glitter.
That's not glitter.
It's red glitter.
They don't sparkle, bitch.
They do sparkle. It's red glitter. Don't fucking look at me. Anyway,
I'm gonna get Harry Potter here, and he's gonna turn you into a fucking warlock or some shit.
Pretty cool. A little scar. It's pretty
cool. Hey, I got a joke for you.
What?
You ready?
Oh.
All right. So how did Harry Potter get down the hill?
I'm not sure.
He walked. J.K. Rowling.
I like that.
I'm sorry, I had to.
That was very cheesy. But
it was super, but it made me laugh all day long when I heard it. Yeah,
I got a joke for you.
Okay. Don't tell me the bear and the bunny rabbit getting his ass wiped.
Why not?
Because it's fucking lame. Everybody's heard it.
If Eddie Murphy can do it in Delirious, then I can do it right now.
Don't. He literally just watched Delirious the other day. But
I've watched Delirious a couple times actually. That's like the 5th or 6th time I've watched it in my lifetime. But I mean, it's probably the best.
But all within 1 week.
Probably the best fucking stand-up that's ever been around. Anyway, getting off that.
For sure.
Back to your Bloodlines.
All right, so we can skip past Bloodlines. I'm really excited about the game. Hopefully, we'll get to review it and take a look at it. So,
well, I'll if we can find the first one, I'll play the first one so that we can play the second one. Mm-hmm. We're gonna try to do this thing. We're actually doing it now with Metro Exodus, which we'll talk about in a bit. So where we're gonna start trying to play a new game that's maybe came out or a game period at the same time, so that we can finish together. That sounds wonderful. So that we can finish the game together and discuss about it and maybe have an episode on it or whatever. Why are you staring?
Calm down, big boy.
Oh, sorry. You know, it's like finish. I like to make sure that I complete, and so do you. You complete. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So something that I've been really, really big into right now is I've been looking at a game called Control.
I've seen like on GameStop for pre-order, just seen the picture of the woman or whatever on the cover.
Yeah,
I didn't really get too excited.
You don't get too much excited. I mean, this is my quick mention. It's amazing. The only reason I'm putting it in here is because I didn't really know much about it because they announced it at E3 and they showed like some trailer and a gameplay. You're playing as this girl named Jessie, and they give you some kind of like experimental pistol. And it's made by Remedy, which Remedy made Max Payne, Alan Wake, and Quantum Break.
all three games I loved.
Yes, I have not played Quantum Break. I played a little bit. I know I played a little bit of it. I just didn't. At that time, I wasn't big into the whole episodic type cutscenes. But now I would love to go back and play it. So I'm probably going to do that.
I want to go back. I actually played it through twice just to get the different looks of everything. I really enjoyed the whole episode thing where you get done playing the gameplay, you're really involved, you're doing all this shit, and then I get to sit and watch a TV show for like 20 minutes at the end of each scene.
See, when I was younger, I wasn't big. I was big into let's go multiplayer, let's do this. Now I hated the fact of who I was when I was 14, 15, 16, trying to play Call of Duty all the time instead of getting into some of these really big, amazing single player campaigns of games.
Just so you know, everybody hates themselves when they're 16.
Well, obviously, I mean that was a main thing.
I'm sure a bunch of fucking nerds are watching this right now, going, "I hated myself too, man, every day." Jesus.
So with this game, I guess they give you like superpowers, like you get to levitate. There's a massive ground pound type system they're putting in there. That's about it, really. But that's about from what I can remember. But it looks so good. We'll have to put a link for the trailer in there, for the gameplay trailer that IGN released, because it looks amazing. Ryan McCaffrey actually played in it. Oh God, it was so good. He talked about it. And he loves it. He can't wait for it too. So I love Max Payne. It's one of those games where you can't stop moving. Because if you stop moving, you can't sit behind cover all the time. If you sit behind cover, you're probably gonna die. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things you gotta
stuck there for
or you're stuck there.
So, I mean, we can play that together.
Yeah, we can do that soon. Control. August 27th, I think, is when it comes out.
Oh, Jesus, that's a long way.
Yeah, when they had said the only bad part about it right now is the frame rate. The frame rate drops real bad. So they got a couple months to fix that. So.
I got something to lead up into our next topic is Sony dropping their digital sales.
Yes, I did hear about that. I actually read it yesterday. I guess they're going to drop all digital sales for retailers like Amazon, GameStop, anywhere you normally wouldn't buy anything. So no PS. So obviously the PSN will stay the same. The only thing you're going to be able to buy at retailers now is currency. So PlayStation money, and you'll be able to buy add-on packs, but you will not be able to buy full games anymore starting April 1st at any retailers, which is not a big deal for people because normally, like me, I'm trying to go all digital now. Yeah. And I only buy my games on the PSN store. But a lot of people don't want to put their credit card information on there because of how many times they've been hacked and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, which is understandable. It's understandable. So if you don't want to do that, you can always go to the retailers and still get the PSN money and then go put it on there.
I mean, it's really kind of a fruitless thing. Yeah. In the end, I'm sure there are people out there and it serves its purpose. However, I don't see a lot of people buying that. I think I did it one time and a GameStop person looked at me like I was fucking insane and was like, "You want to buy what? Oh, so you want the Xbox version? No, I want to buy the digital download." So you want the Xbox version? No, bitch, I want to fucking buy the PC version to download. You know, and it was a long story about why I did it, but anyway, it's kind of a fruitless venture anymore. Yeah. I can see why.
I can see a lot of people. Like I said, when I do digital, it's either on the Xbox store or I get it on the PSN store or I get it on Steam. You know, I don't need to go anywhere. But if you really don't feel like putting your card information on there, you can always go on Amazon and get these little $10, $20, $30 cards and put it on there. And then you can do it like that if you want to. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it always works. It's not a big thing, but I mean, it is something that some people are going to get a little bit mad about because people are butthurt nowadays about everything. So I'm sure it'll get hit on. So yeah. Oh well.
It is what it is. Some of you out there might have this problem, but I mean, really, I don't care about it. So we'll lead into our next topic about Xbox Live Games with Gold that come out.
When did they release that? Yesterday?
I think they did. Yeah.
I think it was yesterday. They released. I know we're getting for April. We're getting the Technomancer. Mm-hmm. I believe that was April 1st to the 30th is what we're getting that for. Then we're gonna have Outcast Second Contact, which is a re-upped game from PC from like 1999 when it came out.
Tell me about Star Wars. Come on, tell me about Star Wars.
Are you sure you want to know about it?
I want to know about it.
Are you sure you want to know about it?
I do.
We're getting Star
Wars Battlefront 2.
But the OG classic. The OG classic from the original Xbox. The black label. It's what we're getting. We're getting that original, and I can't wait to play the campaign again. Yeah. I'm excited for it. I love that campaign, and they're offering multiplayer in it.
Oh,
which is awesome.
Badass.
Yes. So you're getting that one April 1st to the 15th.
But there's one I'm more excited about.
And I agree because I was actually going to pick this up, and now I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
So we're getting Graw 2.
Woo!
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. Can't wait for it. We're getting that one April 16th through the 30th. And that one there is big. Like Graw, because they released Graw and Graw 2 11 months apart, which don't know how in the fuck they did that.
Yeah.
But they did it, and it was so... Graw was amazing. I loved Graw when it came out because I was a big Ghost Recon kid.
Constantly on Graw. Constantly.
I was such a big Ghost Recon kid. I loved sniping. I loved doing everything I could at Graw. And Graw 2 was just even better. You know, it did everything that... So I can't wait to have those again. Just the replayability is why I would love to have them.
My old clan, shout out for Graw, FYC. What up? Sorry. Good. Listen, let me tell you about Graw. FYC, fuck your clan.
I like that.
FYC, fuck your clan.
Like
FYC, stick. What up? So anyway, I'm sorry for all those shout outs. Anyway, Graw, man, when it came out, I was in love. Like, I know. Played a fuck ton.
Just the graphics at the time were so amazing.
I tell you what, when it first came out, I kept trying to look at the water at that beach scene, and I just stare at it. You could see the reflection, how good it looked, washing back and forth.
Now you look at it,
and now you look at it now, you're like, what the fuck is that?
What happened here? What is this?
But I kept getting sniped looking at the beauty of the scene, you know, and that was just one of my favorite all-time games. Like, that was the game to settle shit. Like, you had an argument. All right, we'll all go into spectate mode, and you two start fucking battling it out, 1-on-1. Whoever wins wins the argument. Yep. Okay, pop, pop, pop. And what came after that was Rainbow Six Vegas is what we played a lot too.
Vegas and Vegas 2, and oh my god, those were so fun. What was after?
Those are after, I think.
Yeah. Were those after? Because I remember 3 coming out, but 3 came out on the OG Xbox. Mm-hmm. I remember skipping 2 weeks of school playing Rainbow Six 3. Don't do that, kids. It's horrible.
Don't skip school for a video game, guys.
Don't do it. It's not fun. But it was.
Or work.
I
mean, I've done it.
I mean, you can always take
all the time.
I take personal days.
I've taken vacation days several times.
I mean, I've done it.
I've been at work while I waited in line to go get a game from GameStop.
Mass Effect 3, I did. Mass Effect 3, I took some vacation days just to play that game. Mm-hmm. And
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4,
Fallout
yes.
3.
Fallout 4, I did it.
I took 3 days off work.
Fallout 4, I definitely did it for. I know I did.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't. I mean, that was such a big release.
Oh yeah.
You know, the next one I'm gonna take a massively big vacation for. It's gonna be Elder Scrolls 6, but that's not gonna be for another 10. They're saying, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be 2025, 2024.
Really?
They haven't even started working on it yet. I mean, you got to think about it. Right now, they're working on. I think they're working on Starfield.
Yeah.
It would be Bethesda. Bethesda's working on Starfield right now, and Starfield, they said, is not even going to come out until like 2021.
Well, they're still like putting out shit for Elder Scrolls Online, and even Skyrim's still getting.
Skyrim's coming. I mean, they're going to drop it on Alexa, man. No, I was just kidding.
They're really going to drop it.
I didn't know they were. I knew it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I didn't know they were actually going to do it. But it's funny. They're going to put it on whatever they can.
Did you see that commercial for it?
Which one?
The one that they did for it.
For the Alexa.
For the Alexa.
I watched it. It was at E3.
So funny. It was at E3. It was a joke.
Not last year before. It was hilarious. I was, because the joke last year was going into E3 saying, okay, well now what are they going to put Skyrim on now? Because they've already put it on Alexa. So what are they going to put it on now? I remember that.
Put it on my phone.
Okay, Google, play Skyrim.
Actually, Elder Scrolls, the mobile game, is going to be coming out soon.
Blades?
Yeah.
Blades is not Blades, they pushed it back for a while.
Really?
I guess it played bad, yeah. And your phone was like 190 degrees.
Burning?
190 degrees in your hand when you were playing.
You know what did that to me is they released our favorite tabletop game.
Oh, Armello.
If you don't or haven't played, don't know about or haven't played it, get it now.
Armello is the best virtual tabletop game that you will ever play in your life. We play a lot of Armello. I know I bought it on PC. I got it on phone, and I wanted to buy it on Switch, and I didn't.
Let me ask you: when you're playing on your phone, is your phone about burning your fingers up? Yeah, it's super hot
because those games last an hour or more in Armello. Easy. Wow, we sat in a game for almost 2 hours for. I mean,
some games are quick. I've played 20-minute games.
I play quick ones. It all depends on how fast. It depends on who you're playing with. Some of these people are like, that's all they play.
If you're just playing a game where you're playing against the bots and stuff, it's probably about 20 minutes. If you want to play with a friend or whatever, easy an hour.
Yeah, easy.
45 minutes to an hour.
Easy. Yeah.
We'd get stuck a lot late at night just playing that. Together.
Yeah. Late at night.
Late at night. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I couldn't.
It was already coming off a little awkward, so making your nose tickle.
My nose tickle. That's my nose.
That
hairs.
nose candy you get.
It's my no.
I don't do no. Sorry, we don't promote drugs.
Actually, I swear to God, this is actually a funny story. So I was in a store the other day.
Yeah.
I think it was a racetrack. I was at a racetrack,
mm-hmm.
and I was doing this on my nose. And I did it a couple times, and of course, somebody asked me, "Are you on cocaine?" Like, no, ma'am. I actually just have nose hairs that I'm too fucking lazy to cut, which is true.
Are you on? What?
No, I'm like, I just my nose hairs are too fucking long, and I'm too lazy to fucking cut them.
Right.
So now I'm gonna go and cut them today. Don't stop looking at my nose. Jesus.
So that's gonna be one thing we do one day is we're gonna shave his fucking nose hairs live on television.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Mean, by television, I mean the internet, and by the internet, I mean Facebook.
It's gonna be a fun process.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna make that fun? Oh, I got it. We'll have a little kid do it. That way you're scared. You don't know if they're going to fuck you up or not. I don't know. I could find a random 6-year-old.
Can I punch the 6-year-old if they do something to my beard?
What? No.
I don't. My beard's not getting touched.
They're practically animals at that point. You can call PETA on you.
Okay, I'll call that. Yeah, I don't want I don't like PETA.
Whoa, hey. We don't want PETA coming after us.
True.
Hey, PETA.
Sorry, PETA.
We're sorry.
We're going to release a statement. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Open statement. We're so sorry. We're so sorry. Please don't come after us.
Go ahead.
Fuck you. So we're losing track.
We are definitely losing track.
This is why it's called ADHD Gamer.
Yeah.
Let's skip on. So what do we got next? What are we playing right now?
Oh, Metro Exodus.
Yeah.
Metro Exodus. So we I'm a big Metro fan, so is Jonathan here. We played a lot of 2033. I played, of course, 2033 when it came out. It was supposed to be a flop, and they're based on books, if you know. And
have you read the books?
I am actually rereading 2033 now. I have not ever read 2034 or 2035. Mm-hmm. 2033 I have going as an audiobook, and I have the other 2 audiobooks that I'm waiting on. So I'm about chapter 10 or 12 right now, or 10 or 11 of 2033. Mm-hmm. So I'm listening to them as of now.
I'm about the same point on 2034 right now.
They're really good though. I'm enjoying.
Very good.
I'm enjoying. Authors Dmitry Glukowski.
Yep.
And he works actually. The thing I love most about these is that the series is that he worked so closely with the studio with was it Deep Silver with Deep Silver to get them to where they need to be, and that's what I love that so far.
The second book, I'll just tell you this: don't be deterred by the beginning because it's very confusing. Yeah. In the books,
the first one was confusing. 2033 was confusing.
Yeah, because he'd go randomly between dream states to being awake, and you wouldn't know what's really going on.
I almost put 2033 down because of how confusing it was at the beginning. The game, on the other hand, oh my God,
played right through that.
I bought 2033 when it came out, and I was amazed by it. I loved it, and then last night I was super excited for them when they dropped Exodus at E3 last year. Oh my God, I was so ready for it. And then it came out, and we haven't got to play it because of obviously other things. They release games way too damn close nowadays, and they're always released in massive functions. So now we're finally getting to play it. And how are you feeling so far?
I, contrary to his opinion,
I don't have a bad opinion.
I love the game. I think it's a beautiful game. First off, graphics are fucking amazing. You really get that better sense of the game. The open world ish. Yeah. Let's start by explaining this. You go into an area, you stop there. It's open world in that area, and you go around. You do certain missions and different things in a linear way. Yes. But it's kind of a tight open world. It's not like a big massive.
There's like 4 or 5 missions in a certain area,
and then you move on.
And then you move on to another area, and then you got there. And then I'm in the second area right now, which is the desert type area.
Yeah. I'm still in the snow.
Ew. Anyway, just got a new playtest.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Talk
next.
about that in a little bit.
But yeah, that open world thing, I like it. I like how it's very tight. You don't have to worry about traveling too many places. Unfortunately, you get stuck a lot.
Yes, and I don't like the fact of no fast travel. That you said that, and that I agree with you on. Is that I mean, don't get me wrong, the areas aren't massively big.
Yeah.
But
it still does take you 15 minutes to get across the map.
I mean, it takes you forever to get to an area, especially when there's there's enemies there that you don't want. You've already battled that you don't want to get back in. Yeah.
Especially when you're confused about where exactly you need to go.
Yeah, because I mean, the only thing they show you on your journal is they show you the X that you need to go to, but they don't tell you your objective. Like, I mean, you can go.
But sometimes there's more than one X, and you don't really know what you're doing, and
or there's a question mark.
Yeah,
or there's a question mark, and it shows you a certain. Yeah, I've had that a couple times.
That's the only real criticism I have on that game, and I don't think it kills the gameplay or the vibe at all. The story is impressive.
Yes,
I love the story. They catch you right in the beginning.
So far, I'm really enjoying the storyline, especially if you followed your way through 2033 and Last Light. If you have not played 2033 or Last Light, I would say don't even try and play Exodus yet. You definitely need to play 2033 before you play Last Light, and you definitely need to play Last Light before you play Exodus.
Well,
to me, I mean, that's something.
I would say it's a game that you could technically pick up without playing the other games. However, you won't appreciate it as much.
I'll agree with that.
I mean, they do set up in the beginning kind of what the world is a little bit. You're Artyom, you're going around, you're doing things, try to save the metro. And,
you're married now.
Yeah, you're married now and all that other shit. So they set that up. That you don't, but they don't really give the history so far that I've seen.
Yeah, they don't
go into the dark ones. They don't go into any of that.
And I haven't heard anything about the dark ones yet. And like I said, I'm probably halfway through now, and I haven't heard the dark ones one time.
Yeah,
which I'm kind of disappointed on also because
this is a big feature.
The dark ones was a big one in 2033 and Last Light. Yeah. They were your big feature of that, and with them not having
that's the whole reason we need Artyom.
Yeah, and I mean, if you
spoilers.
If you got the good ending, if you got the good endings in like Last Light in 2033, then you did your certain things. Then they were basically. I don't want to say they're there. I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, they're.
You pause right now and we'll mention it. Scoot ahead 10 seconds.
Yeah, just go ahead about 10 seconds. So, I mean, in the beginning, in Last Light, when you're there in the end, if you get the good ending, they save you.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's so it ain't like they're gone. They're still around. Yeah. I mean, they haven't left. So, or they never, or if they did, they haven't said.
Each game plays off the good ending.
Yes, and that's what I want to see. I'm hoping that they show more of that in the end, which I'm thinking it may be, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're on the surface now of all this, so we'll see. But I'm enjoying it so far. By our next episode, we should have a review of this.
Yeah. We may do a sub episode, like a small episode, just to review.
I like that idea. We can do that.
I like that.
I like that idea.
We'll play around.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about that right now. So,
did you see?
Oh, I've been playing.
Oh, okay.
Also a lot of Overwatch.
Did they release a new character?
They did.
I heard about it, but I haven't played it.
It literally just slipped my brain. It starts with a B or something.
I don't know. I haven't played.
Bastille or something like that. Anyway, I wish I could remind you. I'll put a little right here. But he's a healer/shooter person. Mm-hmm. He's really weird. He shoots these like grenades of health at you. That's the best way I can describe it. There's like a launcher on his gun, and he shoots you with a health bomb. And you heal up.
No, I'm guessing you do damage to other people.
Yeah. I mean,
it's almost like Zenyatta. How Zenyatta if Zenyatta hits you, Zenyatta can hit you with health, but if you hit somebody else, it's damage to them. Or Ana
no,
Ana's
it's a little different.
Because Ana's like that. If Ana hits you with their sniper, she's gonna hit you with health. But if he hits an opponent, it's damage.
I don't think it's that way. I haven't really honestly shot anybody with the health bomb, other than my own teammates, and it heals them. I don't think it does any damage to anybody else. And he has his ults for like the immortality field where he protects everybody. Other than that, nothing. I mean, they also released a new character on Apex too.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
yes,
you
they
playing
did.
him?
Oh, Octane. Yes, I am. I'm playing. Actually, got my battle pass the other day when I texted you about it.
I did too.
And it's been really fun. The only thing I'm not liking is it takes a shitload of experience to freaking level up that battle pass.
Yeah.
That battle pass level, because you have your normal level and then you have your battle pass level.
Yeah.
And it goes from 1 to 100. And I mean, you got different things you can unlock. And that battle pass level is just like 29,000 experience for every level. And for players like, I'm getting more kills, which I'm loving.
Yeah.
I'm having more fun with it, but it's just like players like me who are not or playing. I got my first win the other day as well.
Octane? Is that his name?
Yes.
Octane. Yeah, Octane. Yeah.
I said Octane. Right?
I know.
Octane. It's basically he's like a daredevil.
He just goes really fast.
Right?
Yeah.
His passive is that he heals over time. I guess it's I don't know if it's not an ultimate. What do they call it? It's his tactical. His tactical is his stem, to where he can hit himself and you sacrifice health. Basically, it takes health away from you and you get speed. You get speed out of it. And then his ultimate is a jump pad. He throws down a jump pad for you. The lore behind him is actually what I found probably the coolest. So there's a gauntlet in Titanfall 2, and you can run. It's almost like, you remember Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, where you had the little training area where you would do like your cardboard runs, and people would do world records in that. Okay, well, somebody ran the gauntlet in like 15 seconds or something, and the normal time was like 50. So, and basically it would throw grenades at his feet and launch itself towards the finish line. That's how he got 15 seconds out of it. So it's a guy on YouTube. I forgot his name. We'll put that down in the description. But the lore is based off of that. That's why you look at Octane. He has no legs. He's got those little tink legs. He's got the paperclip legs. Paperclip legs. The little tink man. Kevin Hart. Anyway, that's why he's got those. Is because in his lore, he went across the finish line during the gauntlet with grenades and I like the fact that
it blew up his legs.
Basically. I like the way that Respawn went back to their community of players and took something from there and put it into the game. And that's so basically this YouTuber is Octane, basically.
You say you won your first game the other day, and I won my first game the other day too.
Did you?
Because I did what you did. I got the points, but instead of buying Octane, I got Caustic. And I'm a very defensive player. And he helps at the end of Apex a lot. Because obviously you're in the Apex, you're in this tight little circle. There's probably 1 or 2 buildings. And if you can get to that circle, you lay down all those toxic gas traps and hold on to your ult. Nobody can see shit. Nobody can do nothing because they're getting fucked up, and you just blast the shit out.
So is Caustic your main?
Caustic is become. All right, guys. Sorry we had some technical difficulties, but I'm going to finish up a little bit talking about Caustic, and then we're going to jump into some other stuff. Okay. So as I was saying, Caustic is great just for that last bit, or you find a little section where you need to stay. You put those gas containers like at the doors. They block the doors, or people run into them, and they're done. And unfortunately, it does affect your teammates. It slows them down a little bit, but you can annihilate the rest of the team. So I found a lot of success with them. If you're a defensive player or you're a corner camper or whatever, it helps
out a lot. Yeah.
So, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about the Switch that's was recently announced by the Wall Street Journal. Yeah,
Wall Street Journal came out with some rumors stating if they're okay to post rumors, then I'm guessing it's kind of.
I mean, it's the Wall Street Journal.
It might be real. They got 2 new Switch models coming out. We're possibly getting them in the summertime. One of them is going to be more enhanced for better gamers. Now it's not going to be an Xbox One X. It's not going to be a PS4 Pro, but it's supposed to have a little bit more power, and it's going to be for people that are just avid gamers on the Switch. They're also going to have your second one is supposed to be like a casual type thing, to where I think it's supposed to replace the 3DS or 2DS in your home. But you're going to cut your cost of no controller vibration. And I have a feeling that you're not going to be able to remove the Joy-Cons off of it. But I have a feeling that because it's a Switch, it still is going to have a dock. Because, I mean, that's what the Switch is. Switch is switching from Go to...
You think it'll be smaller?
I do. I think it'll be slightly smaller.
At least less bells and whistles. I know the Switch doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles as it is right now.
But it will have less. I agree.
Right.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, unless it's something major, there's nothing I need, because I haven't had a problem with my Switch.
Yeah.
There's people that have had problems with their Joy-Cons, or the only thing I wished it would have had was the D-pad. I wish it would have had the D-pad instead of the buttons. I really do wish it would have had the D-pad, which, I mean, I know you can mod it, but I really wished it would have had it. Mm-hmm. But I have been enjoying it. I've been playing a lot of it. Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. So I don't think there's any reason for me to get that, unless my kids, maybe something for the kids, maybe get something for, it's basically, it's almost like that Xbox One S digital version. It's one of those things it's either for a kid's room or another room, or a small, for this reason, a small handheld for kids.
I really hope it's not going to be like that Xbox thing where, oh, we got this model that has no memory in it, and this is just the same thing as the original. And, oh, we're going to give you one with a 500 gig card in it, and you can do more stuff with it. It just got a little bit faster processor. Yeah. That's not what I'm looking for.
No, I'm hoping not so.
I'm hoping it's actual legitimate difference.
Yeah, me too.
So I hate to switch things up on you, but I wanted to ask you if this was okay. Instead of doing a 1-minute review, we do a 1-minute story breakdown. Like, tell the story as fast as you can in 1 minute.
Okay, deal.
Okay, you like that? Yeah. I'm going to do Resident Evil 7. You do Crackdown 3.
You did Resident Evil 7 last time.
I did. I know I reviewed it.
You reviewed it.
I didn't tell the story.
Okay.
Unless you think I should do it different.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't care what you do.
Well, then fuck you. I'm going to do Resident Evil 7. You're the one that started shit with it.
You go first.
My God. No.
No, this is how it goes.
All right. Hold on. Let me give you my watch.
Okay.
We're going to do 1 minute. All right?
No. Why don't I just have... Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to give you my watch.
Okay.
It's going to have the timer on it. So
you would fucking log into your shit.
You know what? You can eat a bag of dicks.
That was the first time.
I hate you. All right. We're going to push this 1 minute right there.
All right.
Okay?
Tell me when you're ready.
All right, go. All right, so this guy, he goes off and...
Go.
All right, this guy, he goes off and he's lost his girlfriend, so he's just going to go out and he's going to go to this creepy place in the woods because he's a fucking idiot to go find her. And it turns out, oh, she was babysitting this family. But they're a bunch of crazy fucks that have been infected with a virus that want to murder you. Then you get caught up with all these monsters exploring the house, and the family's trying to eat you and do all this other bullshit, and you got to deal with mom, who's a psychopath who likes bugs and all sorts of shit. You got dad, who just likes to stomp and break through walls, and you've got a crazy psychotic brother who likes to create mazes to kill you. In the end, you find your girlfriend, but it turns out she's infected with the virus, and you're just kind of fucked. So you go running around and you get caught by, what is it? It's not Leon Kennedy, it's Chris Redfield. Chris Redfield finds you and you get carried off and you're infected and all this other bullshit. The end.
Okay. Well, you did, but I don't know what it went because your watch went off. But yeah, you did really well. Good job. Okay. Start mine.
All right. Crackdown 3 is coming up.
Oh, you did it in 30 seconds.
No. I had 2 seconds to spare.
Too? Okay.
All right, cool.
All right, go.
You ready, set?
Hold on. Ready, set, go.
All right, go.
Of course, you're playing as Mr. Terry Crews in Crackdown 3. Basically, you're flying to this area where you're flying to this island. Damn, I forgot the name of the island. So you're flying to this island, and your plane gets exploded. Everybody dies. You're the only one that survives, and you barely survive. This lady finds you, puts you back together, and puts you back into the into the state of everything to where you can be called the agency. You have to take over the island and pretty much destroy everything that's on the island, and you destroy the what is the damn name of the freaking what's the name of the corporation? Corporation. What's the name of the corporation? Is the corporation?
Yeah, it's a corporation.
It's a corporation. Okay, so
you got 15 seconds. Come on.
Jesus.
Tell the story.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 people you have to destroy. You ended up beating them all. The last boss is a big ass dragon. Enjoy yourself.
5 seconds to spare. All right. I hope you enjoyed ADHD Gamer, guys. Have a good day.
We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.